You're so funny.
She knew what she was doing with that little leg touch. I mean, he started it, he did. Hi guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show. Hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be a reaction to that Rudy, I think his name is Giuliani, correct me if I'm wrong, scene in Borat 2, the subsequent Borat film. I hope everybody is doing as well as can be, and I really do hope everybody is being as proactive as possible in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. And if you're still on the lookout for some resources, I've linked some in the description. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts on my commentary. I'm always up for a chat, I'm always up for a debate. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. No hard feelings. And if you really like this video, consider subscribing to the channel, helping you get out. I'm almost at 2k. Can you see it? Can you see it? Help me out. Help me out. So obviously this particular scene in the film is picking up a lot of traction. It's very controversial because it's concerning a real life politician. Sacha Baron Cohen has been known for pranking and duping these politicians, and he managed to catch this guy out. He's a Republican politician, I believe. I think he still has a job in the government. I'm not really an expert on American politics, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. But obviously he was involved in a compromising situation and a lot of people are talking about it. So I'm going to insert the clip of my reaction because I've actually filmed a whole reaction of the film, which is going to be up later, but I'm just going to pull my reaction and get this one up first. So if you like the reaction, I would strongly consider subscribing to the channel as well. Shameless plug. So yeah, I'm just going to insert it and then we can talk about it.
Nice to meet you, my dear.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, how did they manage to pull this off?
I will try my best.
Well, you relax. I'll relax. You want me to ask you questions? I'll relax you, okay?
Oh, he's flirting. He's flirting. He must have researched his type.
Sure. You're going to do great, okay?
Why is he holding her hands like that?
It used to belong to my father, but I think you should keep it.
Oh, my God. That's wonderful that you gave this to me. Well, thank you, my dear.
He's like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
Did you ever have a bat?
Oh no, if you eat a bat with me.
Okay, I will.
Can
I'll
we
eat a bat with you.
You're so funny.
She knew what she was doing with that little leg touch. I mean, he started it, he did. He's coughing.
Never been in front of the camera with
I
this.
think you're going to look pretty good.
We'll see. It's because of you.
Well, thank you.
I really feel like Melania right now.
You're going to look pretty
Sorry to interrupt, Mayor.
Sound problem? Is she asking too many questions?
You make a very nagging wife.
No!
Stick to marrying your cousins.
Let me. No, please.
But why is he team at? They just leave her alone in the moon.
Shall we have a drink in the bedroom?
What happened? There you go, my dear. You can give me your phone number and your address.
No way, is that actually him? Or an actor?
Put down your crumb.
Oh,
She's 15. Take me instead. Take my anus.
I don't want you. Oh, what's going on here? Look at this guy.
Trump will be disappointed. You are leaving hotel without golden shower.
Was that actually him with his pants down? These men, Shari. Okay, so that was my kind of honest initial reaction, and I'm kind of reading the discourse online, so let's discuss it a little bit. Because I feel like some people are saying, he's a creep, he's a pervert. Some people are saying, yes, you could say he's a bit of a sleazeball, but he didn't actually do anything wrong. People are calling him a nonce, basically saying, yeah, he's a creep, he has an interest in underage girls because the actor who was playing the person who was pranking is supposed to be 15. So let's just talk about it. So the first thing, let's just address the underage thing. I don't actually think that he thought that she was 15. I don't think into the interview she said, I'm a 15-year-old reporter. Obviously, she's playing a 15-year-old reporter. The character is playing a 15-year-old girl in the film, but as a reporter, she doesn't go around and say, I'm a 15-year-old reporter. Obviously, she doesn't look 15, and personally, I could tell that she is obviously not a 15-year-old. I feel like, yes, there are 15-year-olds out there that look very adult-like, but from my experience, you can even tell in those situations when an underage person looks like they're of age, you can tell when they are not of age, by their personality, by the way that they carry themselves, and you could just tell this is just an adult. Personally, this person reads as an adult, so I don't personally think it was a creepy, illegal thing going on here, but I do think he obviously saw she's a pretty girl, she's, you know, from her accent, he's probably just assuming she's Eastern European, stereotyping her as probably an easy Eastern European girl who probably would want to sleep with a politician to further her career. That's kind of what I assess the situation as. From the full interview that I saw, I don't know, from the way that it was edited, I feel like it was the actress who was actually being touchy-feely first. I feel like she was the one who invited in the touchy-feeliness, and then he started doing it because she was doing it. So in this situation, I think the actress was strategically placed. I mean, she's got the look. She's got the look of the stereotype of the way that she looks, the way that they've dressed her up, the accent and everything is very strategic. Like I said, there is this stereotype that Eastern European girls are easy and they will sleep their way to the top. I mean, and they will sleep themselves to the top. I mean, I was about to say Melania. I'm not gonna lie, Melania. Melania is an example of that, as a stereotype. I don't know. Maybe I could be talking out of turn here, but it seems like she was in the come up girl. So all of that. So the way that the actress looks and the accent is very strategic. Now, so does this now mean that I think that this Rudy guy is innocent? I don't necessarily think so, because I feel like even in those situations where a woman or a journalist is sleeping her way to the top, there is still power dynamics, and Rudy is very aware of these power dynamics. He knows that even though it's not coerced, it is a power. Even though it's not coerced, there is a power dynamics things going on here, and he knows that she will sleep with him because he's a powerful man. If he was just any guy, he knows he wouldn't have that power. So there's definitely power dynamics at play here. But I think there is an element of taking advantage, because obviously we don't know whether this Rudy guy can provide this. Let's say this actress is a real journalist. We don't know whether Rudy would be able to provide her with actual opportunities, but he knows that he is providing promise there, saying, maybe he doesn't necessarily have to say it explicitly, but the notion is, you sleep with me and I can see what I can do for you. That even though it's consensual, it is dodgy. It is a bit dodgy. So that's kind of my piece on that there. But another thing that was really dodgy is that the fact that he didn't have any of his team there. It was just them in this hotel room. He doesn't have an assistant or anything, nobody to kind of check up whether he's okay. So the fact that they're here in this room alone together, I think it was a little bit dodgy. And again, I think it was a bit strategic. And I think in his head, he was probably planning something like, let's see what this girl's saying. Let's see if she'll be up for it. So again, even though it might not be criminal or illegal, it's a bit sleazy and it is a bit creepy. It's a bit sleazy, it's a bit predatorial, and it is, power dynamics going on here. Obviously, we saw the scene, he goes into the bedroom, and it pretty much looks like, yeah, this is what he was expecting. He was expecting her to be up for sleeping with him. And, as he's going on the bed, he's saying, give me your number, give me your contact details. So again, it's the promise. He's dangling the promise in the air, and that's a lot. And this is what a lot of powerful men do. They put the hint of promise. If you sleep with me, I'm gonna get you this job, and that is taking advantage of people. And I guess you could say it is a bit predatorial, but it's still kind of in this grey area of consensual and not illegal. So yeah, obviously we saw what happened in the bedroom. Obviously, Sacha Baron Cohen as Borat comes in and interrupts them, and he's just like, what the hell was going on? He probably knows he's been duped at this point. And he's obviously come out to defend himself, basically saying what he was doing is he wasn't basically trying to have sex with her, and he was tucking in his shirt. But he was tucking in his shirt and he wasn't actually grabbing his genitals. I don't think he was tucking in his shirt. I think a better story would have been he was tucking out his shirt. But either way, he was getting ready for some WAP. That's what he was ready. That's what he was getting ready for. He was getting ready for some WAP. He was expecting some WAP. We all know what it is. So it's a bit funny that that's the excuse that he used, really. And he's lying down on the bed as well, like legs spread open. I mean, if you're gonna lie, you gotta come with better lies, honey. So yeah, I guess, is this Rudy guy a creep? Did he do something wrong? I think morally, yes. Because like I said, there's power dynamics to be at play here. Like I said, he knew what he was doing. He knew this was, in his mind, this was an impressionable Eastern European journalist. He probably wants to better her life, better opportunities. And he's basically putting it in the air. If you sleep with me, I can get you to where you need to be. And on paper, that sounds predatorial, because it is predatorial. There's power dynamics here, and he's taking advantage. And he's probably done this before. Like I said, his assistant wasn't there. None of his colleagues were there to check in to see if this interview was even legit, if it was going well, if she was asking the right questions. So obviously he's done this shit before. I think he's done this shit before. And he's a dodgy guy. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised about it. I mean, it's an open secret at this point that this is what these politicians are getting up to. In terms of the other side of the coin, where these, journalists are willing to sleep with these men to get to where they need to be. That is true, but like I said, the man is still taking advantage of that. And like I said, there's nothing guaranteed with this, and these men know that. So I'm not going to shit on someone who's in a desperate situation and is trying to better them life. At the end of the day, the man is still taking advantage of her. So that's kind of my two-piece on that. But I'd be interested to hear from you guys about what you think about this whole situation. Has it been blown out of control? Is Rudy the bad guy in this situation? Is he innocent? Is he a predator? Would you say that he was a predator? Would you say that he wasn't? Would you say that he was a nonce? Look up what nonce means. Do you think he's a nonce? Do you think he has a perverse interest in young girls, attraction towards adolescent girls? Do let me know. When you watch this, were you concerned? Did you find it funny? I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of find it funny. It was a little bit funny. But like I said, I'm not surprised. But yeah, do let me know what your thoughts were. As always, let me know what you thought about my commentary. Like I said, I filmed a full reaction for this, which will be up either tonight or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And until next time, guys. Bye.